Welcome. We are back with a four-man dungeon, Keeper of the Lake, part of the story quest. We enter in. You see kind of the head of Midgardsormr, the supposedly dead, large, long super dragon thingy that took down this airship. And yeah, the Keeper of the Lake flashes on the screen in more Dunna. So you have like bits of broken airship pieces. A lot of like kind of disturbed land masses that are kind of like just broken into chunks from all the wreckage, and there's a lot of giant blue crystal kind of stalagmites jutting up into the air from the ground. We got some large crabs here that we're gonna take down. Does he have? Oh, he's a yeah. I got a gunbreaker as my tank. The red crabs do a conal AoE. Frontal cone, so tank it away from the group. If it hits the group, no big deal. It only did like a third of this dude's health. I can just regen it up. That's fine. But yeah, when you defeat those crabs, the next chunk of land will drop down, so you can't grab more than just that group. I think he's gonna super pull this group, so we'll be ready for that here. I'm gonna get a heal off while I can. Okay, he's found a place to stop. He's gonna super tank these guys. He has not popped a DPS cooldown that I can see yet, but he hasn't needed to. Oh, there we go. That was a big one. I'll pull a Cure 2 here. I still don't see a DPS cooldown. Oh, shit. Okay, they have some circular AoEs that your range is gonna have to dodge. I can do a Cure. Oh, wow, and they have an AoE that hits everybody no matter what. That's fun. We're good. Not too hard. Not a hard group to heal through, honestly. Tank is going one way, DPS going the other way, probably to grab the treasure chest. It's fine. Tank put on his sprint. I'm gonna sprint to keep up now. Or not. There we go. It didn't pop the first time. We got one of those toads that'll pull you into it with its tongue. And then he pulled right up to the line here. Got AoE that it's hard to dodge out of. Shit. No. Do not pull them to this small little space is your tip from me. Dodging in this tiny little space sucks. I'm just gonna have to heal through this, I guess. God, don't pull here, dude. Hopefully he learns this for next time. Don't do. Alright, this boss is kind of like a chimera, three-headed dragon kind of thing. I think it has like a machine gun underneath it. No, not right now. It has a group-wide AoE that you can't dodge. So just do an AoE heal through it. No problemo really. Resounding Screech is... Okay, it brought like a bunch of bombs that are being carried by some flying kind of minions. You can't attack the minions. He'll do a line attack, a column line. Oh, there we go. Now he has the machine gun. So do a column line attack that'll explode 2 bombs. They will then explode the other 4 bombs. You just kind of move away from the ones that are turned red because they have a very large explosion radius. That's going to be the main gimmick in this fight, really. He'll do another heavy swing as a tank buster. Probably not a big deal. It did a third of his life. Again, not hard to heal through. Here we go, Resounding Screech, I think is once again going to bring those ads with the bombs. You once again can't attack them, but there will be a bomb missing this time, and it'll explode through the middle. So you want to be on the side that doesn't have a bomb. The rest of my group did not follow this advice. Oh, now they are. Cool, there we go. Luckily, I watched the video. This is why I watch videos, because I like to kind of know how things go, so I can at least look like I'm cool and know what the hell I'm doing. Arrow Blast is that unavoidable AoE. Just AoE heal through it, no problem. It doesn't even have like much of an animation. It just has the cast time. Like literally, you don't see anything come from him. This one, I don't know what's going to happen. There's a bomb missing again, no problem. It's probably... No, actually, no, there isn't. So it's just a repeat of what the first round was. It's 2 down the middle, you avoid that AoE, and yeah, but he's dead. your group probably won't see that either. I don't need any of this stuff. I'm gonna get a cutscene though here. We got some mechanized kind of mech warrior kind of things. Apparently just, and a couple guards. No worries. I'd like to tank on my gunbreaker once, just to kind of see what it's like. As a tank, like tanking is one of the things I'm most afraid of generally, because I don't want to fail. I don't want to be taking too much damage. I don't want to fail at avoiding things I'm supposed to, because I'm supposed to know the fights. Like, it always makes me a little bit apprehensive. But I do it. I mean, I have done it. I don't always do it. And then you get the key from these mobs that dropped it. You activate the shield or deactivate the shield. There's going to be a mech warrior in here that's just going to keep doing column attacks. I believe you don't even have to fight it at all. I think you can just basically do this Magitech field induction thing and just ignore it. At least the video I saw made it seem like you could just ignore it, but these guys went in to fight it, so that's fine. No big deal. The column attack that the mech warrior was doing just got larger, though, so... And it's a knockback, apparently. Not really a big deal. Again, the tank didn't really take much damage from it. I popped off my AoE stun. Chubby probably got hit by that. Nope. Okay, cool. Yeah, anyway, once you unlock the shield that was preventing it from getting out, or preventing it from getting hit, I suppose. Again, like, the dude is lasting a long time. It's got a lot of health, and in the video they just skipped this guy. So, for next time, maybe, you'll think about just trying to skip him. If you don't pull him when you drop the shield, just move on. This one, however, I believe is kind of a mini-boss, and you have to kill it. We'll find out again. I'm pretty sure he's just going to pull it anyway. So, we're not going to have a choice of not fighting it. Let's pop an AoE stun on everybody here. It won't stun the big guy, so it won't interrupt that large, thick column. The thick column, yeah. Get up, come on, get down with the thickness. Oh, he's got some... One of them, at least, is casting some AoEs, just like AoE circles that are easy to avoid. They're not that large. A couple of them seem to have like short cone attacks that are like an entire 90-degree cone, but not that wide, not that long. Everything's easy to dodge. Just make sure you interrupt whatever cast you're doing. There's not enough damage going out that as a healer you should be super worried about somebody dying. I haven't seen... Oh, there. Okay, so it does drop a key that you need to move on. So there you go. You do have to kill that one. As far as I know, you do not have to kill that first one. I am curious what the aggro range is on it. I made my second sale today. There was a nice lady in Florida that called me back. She didn't have her Medicare information the first time. So this time she... Okay, so this boss is a flying kind of mech. Like basically a small airship kind of thing, small air fighter. It has a cone attack that is an ongoing fire, like a flamethrower basically. So the tank just kind of wants to not stand in it. I don't think it turns with the tank. And then it'll go to one side and it'll do like these fire circle AoEs along the center. It's going to do it again here. So just watch where it's pointing and get out of the way. I can heal from across the room. It's not a lot of damage if you get hit by it. I think in the video that I saw somebody run through it, so I'm not entirely sure that the damage continues once the fire hits the ground. I'm not sure, like it's one of those on... Yeah, you can... So the tank can dodge that frontal cone flamethrower and get basically some free hits in while the flamethrower lasts for a few seconds. And once again, he goes to the side. When he goes to the side the first time, it'll spawn a couple ads. The tank just wants to pick up the ads. And then just keep watching. Okay, now he's going to go around the outside. Oh, sorry. Just one line down the side of the room. of fire circles. I'd be curious to see how much damage output there is if you ignore the ads and just focus on the boss the whole time. I think I could heal through it. Didn't get a chance to find out. Not a big deal. We'll roll greed on these things. Don't care. Like these drops used to matter, probably. Back. Okay, he's gonna do a mega pull here. We got some birds. We got some lizards. The mega pull isn't super mega. It's just 2 groups. I think I got this. He did pop in a DPS or a damage cooldown. It looks like. Yeah, his parry rate has increased. What's this one? Damage dealt has increased. Okay. Oh, he's got Army's Payon from our bard. I don't know why the bard put it on our tank. Maybe the tank does a lot of AoE DPS compared to our dragoon? I don't know. But they went down easy and it unlocks the path. Like it's some part of the path explodes that was a blockage. Is this a mimic? Nope. Tank is out of range. I might have to pop my quick cast. Yep, quick cast him. Quick cast cure 2. I'd like to get a regen on him to make this easier, but I'm not sure I'm gonna be safe to do that. Oh yeah, I'll be safe to do that right here. There we go. He's doing fine. He did pop a tank cooldown, one of the ones that all the tanks get, Rampart. And he has his own regen. Again, Gunbreaker seems like it'd be really fun to do. I do have to try it someday. I have a level 50 because that's the level you can unlock it. 50 or 60, maybe 60 actually. And once again, when you kill those 2 groups, the path explodes again. We're kind of going up ramps of broken cement and broken other platforms and whatnot. Now we're in like this big dome.
Who treadeth now upon my bones and waketh me from slumber sweet?
The eyes light up on this supposedly dead Midgardsormr's head, and this kind of energy starts to form near his mouth, this blue kind of circular light energy orb.
Thou hast forgotten the face of thy lord. Remember, mortal, and fear me.
I bid thee rise, my child, and join in the chorus once more. We basically have a ghost Midgardsormr. Okay, now we're going. They kind of started the fight without me, it's fine. But they didn't get hit, nobody's dying. So, Midgardsormr, the ghost dragon dude, will have a large column AoE that's just a straight line from his face to the back. He will summon 2 ghost drakes on either side of the room that will be either front, back, or middle. They're going to have also a column attack, a line attack across the entire platform. So you're avoiding those lines. You're avoiding, he'll sometimes have a large circular AoE. Not too hard to avoid either. It'll be either the front of the room near his face or the entire back of the room. There's also this kind of fire AoE where I didn't stand correctly. Dang it. I thought I was in the right place, but I wasn't. So the fire AoE is harder to describe. There's a large circle of fire that starts from the middle. There's a kind of donut of fire on the outside. There's a portion you can stand between them. I failed. And then I think after this time, he has like this massive group-wide damage. They'll do more damage the longer those 2 dragons you can actually attack are up. He's got one of those stack mechanics here. So not too much damage, not hard. Oh shit, we're supposed to stay stacked, I forgot. You're supposed to stay stacked for all hits of it. That's my bad. I forgot. Once again, he's got a Drake in the front, Drake in the back, so we don't want to stand those places. We want to stand in the middle here. He's got a large circular AoE that is... Oh, actually, I was in the wrong spot for that. Didn't get hit. I moved in time. I should be good now. Haha! I found the right spot. Or didn't I? What the heck? I thought I was in the right spot. Whatever. A lot of like kind of figuring out where you're supposed to stand in this fight. Disgust, I think, is just a group-wide damage you can't avoid. Yeah. Dude, I'm not even breaking the sweat. I'm still at 8,400 mana. I'm fine. Phantom Kiri, I think, summons his 2 dragons on the sides. Yep, so I'm going to want to avoid... Oh, there's that large cone in the middle. His dragons will then hit with their columns. Sorry, his was a column also. I said cones, my bad. Yeah, just kind of watch where the dragons spawn and then don't be there. I should be fine now. Oh, I got hit by... Okay, I missed... Okay, I see. So once that first circle in the middle goes off, then you want to move into the middle to avoid the donut. I see now what I did wrong. Okay, stay stacked here. No problem. I'm gonna do some damage now. Not a lot because I'm a white mage, but... What's he doing now? He's got his drakes up. He's probably going to do it. Okay, so now he's doing the large back of the room AoE you want to avoid. His drakes are in the front and middle, though, it looks like. Okay, cool. You can kind of see where they're going to cast for the most part, and you want to just make sure that you're at least close to where you think the line is, so you can move last second if you are in the line of the column. But again, it doesn't do a lot of damage. It does maybe a couple thousand, maybe 1,005. That's not that bad. And then the ghost of Midgardsormr just bursts into nothing, and it is done. I'm going to try to accommodate him before he leaves. There we go. Cool. I like people that stick around for you to give them accommodation. Apparently all of my gear for White Mage can be, what's the word? I can extract materia from them, so I should do that. And yeah, that's the end of Keeper of the Lake. There might be a video after, so we'll see what's going on there. Yep.
By her gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve.
The eyes light up again in the corpse, quote unquote.
Speak, mortal, and I shall listen.
It seems to be like a glowing kind of sun kind of light behind him. You see your character
guided by a star.
Turn off my video here.
My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn.
I guess he's referring to his dragons are coming back and they're going to attack Ishgard in force.
Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds.
Somebody in Ishgard was a bad boy. Now their sons are going to pay the price for it.
We do not forget. We do not forgive.
You say some more.
7 children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution. I rise to join in the chorus. Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve is at an end.
try to...
Trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is not gifted, but chosen.
It looked like you tried to take a step toward him, and then something happened, some like kind of flash of blue light on your body, and then it looks kind of like you're frozen. I can't tell if you're frozen and shielded from something he did, or if you are frozen by something he did.
Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent.
You can move again.
Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
Now there's a ball of bright kind of sunlight looking thing, and it shines this beam straight through your heart. A sunbeam, like a thin sunbeam, and now your heart area is just glowing with the sunlight, as if he's like helped to power up something, the Hydaelyn kind of thing inside you. And now we're in that kind of dark void space, all the crystals kind of around you that you've been gathering for the primals, the colors. You hold out your hands. The red crystal has this dark energy around it, and it gets like consumed by it. And now that crystal grows dim, as do all the crystals around you. So all those multicolored crystals are now just dark. They're nothing. Inert. And then there's a bunch of like glowing kind of firefly kind of lights, just like little dots of light kind of coming up from that circular glyph platform, and the platform explodes, and now you're just standing on nothingness, in nothingness. That doesn't seem good.
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker. Thou art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine. I did but strip thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing.
So somehow Midgardsormr has cut us off from Hydaelyn.
Thou didst profit much by her grace, but no more.
This is a twist. I wish I'd watched this in the past. I'm learning so much. This like little wyvern, however you pronounce it, kind of, there's this glowing light, and then from that glowing light in front of Midgardsormr, like
the covenant binds me to thee.
Yeah, from that glowing light in front of his mouth, just this little wyvern appears out of nowhere, and it flies down to you.
I shall watch, listen, and wait.
And I'm assuming it's just kind of Midgardsormr's like aspect, part of his soul, part of his being that's supposed to kind of be on your person from now on and checking out what you're doing, I guess.
Fight and struggle, if it be thy will. Man hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp.
And the light behind the eyes of Midgardsormr goes out.
I drink of her body, and thence doth mine own find new life.
Does that mean he's absorbed the kind of life essence of Hydaelyn, maybe?
When it hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice. beginning and an end.
The little wyvern is flapping its wings alongside you. And then, as you walk forward, it kind of glows, becomes this ball of light again, and disappears. You may summon Midgardsormr by selecting the corresponding entry within your minion guide under character in the main menu. Alright, we will talk to... We'll summon it, because I like it. I'm going to add it to my favorites as well, because I like it. Add to favorites. I'll add Puff of Darkness, too. I'm going to get rid of the Ooze. The Wind Up Onion Knight, I'll add that. I like that one, too. Okay, but I will summon. So Midgardsormr, the little wyvern. It'll perch on your shoulders. I like that a lot. It's fun. And then we'll talk to Dome and Watch. I was beginning to fear the worst. Were those explosions I saw? But you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alphino left a message stating that you were to return to the Rising Stones at once. Okay. I'm going to continue this video to finish off the Rising Chorus. I always forget that my white mage has Mount Roulette on. It'll go through my favorite summons, which is just like your basic Chocobo for now, and the Jazz Wolf. Late soon-ish, I don't remember when, and I think it's part of the storyline. I'll get like an armored Chocobo or a black Chocobo. It's one of those two, or a black armored Chocobo, something like that. And I like to have that on my quote-unquote darker jobs, like Black Mage. Dark Knight. Is it Dark Knight in this game? Yeah, I think it is. Dark Knight, Reaper, you know. It kind of feels more apropos for those jobs. Ball so hard, doesn't want to find me. Here's Alphino inside the Solar. Praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Minfilia informed me of Sir Emmeric's request. You have completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it. Then I would hear your report. Cutscene, fade to black. You conversed with Midgardsormr? I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Are we to understand that the Worm Lord did not perish, and it has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? Less a resurrection and more rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Clearly, an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Emmeric immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgardsormr in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection, and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. Minfilia nods. Alphino nods. As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Emmeric's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Is there something you are not telling us, Mercy? You seem different somehow. 'Tis almost as if you are missing something important. You say some words. She seems like aghast. Like, what? 12 for Fend. Midgardsormr stripped you of the blessing of light? Are you all right? How do you feel? You nod. I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgardsormr made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silver Tear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the great worm. Althik and Nemea, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgardsormr ever watch over the source, from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Heidelin herself? Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. Nope, there's the little Midgardsormr thing winking into existence in that ball of light. Art thou a pawn or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? Rude, dude. I do a lot on my own, thank you. Heidelin has stepped in to help me, like, once? Twice, maybe? 3 times a lady? I don't know. And I love you. Lucia, the knight for Emmerich, Elfino.
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Wormlord and lived to tell the tale.
Let me get rid of myself.
I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the 2 in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
Because the storyline probably says it's going to be a little bit rougher, just to make it interesting. The Ishgardians have warred the Ishgardians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgardsormr who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance and pray that our fears are unfounded. The Rising Chorus is complete. The Keeper of the Lake dungeon is complete. This video is complete. I shall see you guys next time. Maybe I'm probably going to do some more story because I didn't get as much done yesterday as I wanted to, but anywho, see you soon.